San Antonio, Texas, the Alamo City today at the Alamo Dome as we have a couple of squads here ready to square off in the Valero Alamo Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take the end. This drive will start at the 25. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will go to work first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He's out past the 35. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Here's a hit. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for a crease. It's Raymond. Fights off a defender.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Lewis wants to pass. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Sweet cut there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they bring the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Stanford's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. On the run, it's Harden. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll send the back in motion. Brown wants to pass. Using the quick game. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your 2nd drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible in getting that
breaks into the open.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Sends it downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his weight.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Working that left side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
All down, but they don't move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wide receiver. Brown will throw it. Punch it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now moved it out and putting a drive together. The run from the shotgun. Jukes his way for more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. If we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
They go to the ground. Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And they can't make the play on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Cardinal come to the line, facing third and short. Sends it back in motion. Brown wants to pass. The short hands, it's caught. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Stanford at the line on 1st down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Cardinal! Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders. Touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. The Cardinal pen deep in their own end, looking for a little room here on 1st down. Brown will throw it quickly to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Working that left side now. At the 35, he's got room. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Hauls it in. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Lewis to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll run it out of the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the defense knew this was going to be the guy the offense was trying to get the football to, so it looks like they've got a plan for him. Nice job.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. It's complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing.
There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Lewis wants to pass. He's looking deep. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally. Or
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game, punctuating this season. This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Miller. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He's now up to 104 yards rushing in this game and getting closer to 1,400 for the season. Brown will throw it. Get it out on the screen. Still running at the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Looking for a push on 4th down. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
Now from inside the red zone. Got a man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Stanford, 24, Colorado, 3.
He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. And 2nd down coming.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive gain.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Lewis to throw. Oh, they're after him. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Give to the running back. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Harden. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Brown wants to pass. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Cardinals come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Hall. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cardinal! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Gets away. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back on the option to give. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Brown will throw it. And that pass was knocked down, but the good defensive play is not going to stand. I think the D was in the neutral zone.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Whole lot easier after that penalty. It's 3rd and 2. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll return it. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really nice it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Setting up the screen. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Right on the money. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's hard. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Finds his man. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
The give to Davis. Nice move there. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll run it from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive.